Hey guys, if you've seen any of my videos in the past, you know that I'm a pretty big fan of the AK platform. And I really like Chinese AKs. I think Norinco AKs are really freaking cool, at least from like an aesthetic standpoint. And one of the really cool things that a lot of them had back in the day were these super rare side folding stocks. Problem is, if you want to buy a Norinco that comes with a factory side folder, you're looking at some serious change nowadays. Upwards of $1,000 easy, sometimes $2,000 or $3,000 depending on the model. Like the 56S, the 5.56 folding AK, incredibly expensive. Now that has an underfolding stock, but if you were to find one that has this stock on it, it'd still be very expensive. I digress. This is a new stock, well, new-ish, but about 6-7 months old, from Manticore Arms that is designed to replicate the Chinese look. Now, if you're thinking, that doesn't look right, that's black. It's supposed to be, you know, that fake Bakelite, fake wood polymer. You're not wrong. This new version comes in 3 different color configurations, or at least 3 interchangeable panels you can purchase. There's a black one, a fake Bakelite, a Fakelite if you will, and a plum colored one, so you can match whatever furniture is on your AK. Now I chose to install this on an SBR Draco, which is featuring a Manticore Arms transformer handguard as well. So I think they're both really solid products. And for the Draco especially, because there's no side rail on it, this is one of the better ways to mount optics, having a Picatinny railed upper handguard. I've got a no-name Century Arms brake on the front of it that I just put on there because I thought it looked cool and it gave me a little more space between my hands and the dangerous part. But this side folding stock interfaces with an Ace side folding hinge. Mine looked a little gnarly, if you can see it, but that's because I took a Dremel to it to allow it to easily deploy without me having to push down on it. The hinge is based off of a Galil design, the Israeli Galil design, which requires the shooter to either push up or pull down, depending on how it's deployed, to allow the hinge to unlock itself. This one I set to a left side folding style because I didn't want it to interfere with the ejection of rounds while folded. And because it is an SBR, I've got this BCM miniature hand grip, so you can kind of shoot it from the folding position, and on top a Romeo 3 from Sig Sauer reflex sight. So look how easily that thing deploys, and look how sexy that is. That's really nice. If I were to put this on my beater AK, the SAR1, you guys have seen me put in a bunch of different videos, I'd put on the wood panels. But since I'm firing this all black except for the sight Draco, I figured, screw it, let's put the black one on and see how it runs. But yeah, let's just take a look and see how this bad boy does with, I believe this is Red Army standard ammunition, 123 grain full metal jacket. I can already tell you that the length of pull on this is awesome. I think it's a hair bit longer than a Warsaw Pack stock. So you guys out there that are a little taller than your average conscript will be happy to know that it fits a little better. Now it's very blasty. It is a Draco, but the muzzle rise is almost nothing. And the stock does a great job of keeping the weapon firmly in my shoulder pocket. So if I had to, I could potentially shoot it one-handed with decent accuracy. Now, clearly I'm not going to be some sniper one-handed, but it's nice to know that given the curved design of the butt pad and the ripples they put into it, that it gives you enough purchase on your shoulder that it's still secure, like I said, even when shot one-handed. And in case you can't hear it over the muzzle blast, those are all hits. It's a badass setup, and I'm curious as to why I haven't seen more of these stocks on other people's rifles. I'm thinking maybe the older crowd that actually knew about the Norinco AKs is less interested in reproductions than, say, maybe the newer guys. But maybe the newer guys just don't understand or appreciate the lineage or heritage, if you will. I mean, hell, it does awesome when folded out of the way too. Because look, I'll fold it right now. Left side, hold the foregrip. Oh, and I'm all out. The fun's always over a little too soon. Now, I know this is a bit of a short review, but I mean, it's a butt stock. I can't talk about it too much. But it secures into the receiver via the same kind of interface as an Ace folding stock adapter. Conversely, if you don't want to use a folder, you can actually, if you can see in here, these 2 little bolts secure directly into either a mounting bracket, or in this case, the rear of this Draco has been drilled and tapped to accept them. So it's really nice. It keeps the whole weapon very short, very handy. And I have to say, despite the fact that it's made out of solid aluminum, this doesn't weigh very much at all. It's actually really well balanced. Now that's probably partially because of the fact that AKs tend to be a little muzzle heavy, even SBR ones like this, because of the gas piston, the barrel itself, and everything tends to be up front. Just the same, very well balanced, very comfortable. I think it retails for like $115, so it's not a lot of cash either. Overall, I think it's a very, very solid option, especially for shooters who want something that's kind of in between classic and modern at the same time. I think it's, as far as side folding AK stocks that are not mil-spec go, I think it's among the better ones. And I think it's going to quickly replace the triangular folding stock you guys have seen me put on my AK, my SAR-1 in previous reviews. Thanks guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more burst reviews.